Now I know what's real, what's fake. Rather sleep than stay awake.
Hey, psst, if you didn't know, I currently have a headdress giveaway on my YouTube channel. Winner's choice between a dark pink headdress and or a tan headdress. So make sure to enter that giveaway, guys. You guys can find the link to that video in the description or just look through my channel. Good luck, guys, and let's get to the video. Hey yo guys, what is up? It's your girl MakerX21 here with another video, and today I'm also going to be telling you that I have a seal problem. Look at how many I have now. This will probably increase at some point, but you know, I'm okay with that. But today we're going to talk about whether or not the Jambassador position should be revoked. Yes, today I'm going to be talking about if the Jambassador position should be taken away in its entirety or maybe from particular individuals. I know, it's quite ironic for me to make a video on this considering I myself actually applied to be an ambassador for AnimalJam, but realistically this topic has been on my mind and I just thought to start a conversation and ask for your guys' opinions in regards to this, as surely maybe you guys will agree to disagree. Before we talk more about this, I'd like to leave a quick disclaimer and let you guys know that this video is primarily for entertainment purposes and not meant to negatively affect the community or any individual in any way. In no way am I trying to degrade the Jambassador title either, but this is more so an opinion video based around the current position of both AnimalJam and AnimalJam Classic. As I'm sure you guys know by now, as of October 2020, AnimalJam themselves released a video to both their Instagram and YouTube announcing that they will soon be picking new Jambassadors. This of course got a ton of positive feedback of individuals hoping to receive the position and inspired jammers to create more content on both YouTube and Instagram. A ton of people even came back to the community after a long hiatus in an attempt to rebuild their following in hopes to make a good look to receive this position. This video kind of goes hand in hand with my video, the problem with AnimalJam picking new Jambassadors. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I urge you guys to check it out to understand my reasoning and perspective for the opinion that I hold throughout this video. I found in my personal experience within this community, ever since AnimalJam had addressed that they were going to be choosing new Jambassadors, which, pardon, they've never done this before. Of course, applications have always been open, but they've never just told you when they're gonna pick them. It's crazy. That unfortunately a ton of influencers put on this front to be someone that they weren't in an attempt to kiss up to AnimalJam. How annoying, right? This to me has been extremely discouraging considering that there have been people, okay, a ton of people, who have tried to involve themselves with not only me, but other amazing influencers, primarily for the personal gain of their own rarity or following. Something that is hardly ever talked about too within the community that's crazy to me is the amount of quote-unquote influencers who will literally fake giveaways. I kid you not, I've known some people who have faked giveaways, but quickly I would disassociate myself from them the moment that I saw that the person they portrayed themselves to be was not who they actually were. The new Jambassador talk has recently gotten extremely controversial as more and more people are beginning to see the lack of authenticity within influencers and causing this sort of distrust between AnimalJam influencers and their audience. Not to mention, as it's already been over 6 months since AnimalJam announced they were going to pick Jambassadors, opinions on this topic have just been brewing with how much time has passed. Now, let's get to the juicy stuff, right? At this point in 2021, should the Jambassador position be taken away entirely? Does the Jambassador position create this hierarchy between individuals and other jammers? And lastly, should inactive Jambassadors have their position taken away from them as they no longer promote the game as the Ambassador title applies? This is a topic I've discussed with many individuals, including current day Jambassador Ellipsity, and I urge you guys to check out his content on his Instagram account Ivory, as he's very expressive and straightforward with the way he feels towards Wildworks. I can tell you for a fact that if you like these honest opinion videos that I make, he has so much more to give you to think about, it's crazy. And considering he has first-hand experience being an ambassador for AnimalJam, it's truly interesting to me, since I believe this title has only been associated with sunshine and rainbows. He is literally here to tell us that being an ambassador and promoting a game such as AnimalJam Classic that receives no new content is just beyond frustrating, especially when Wildworks doesn't seem to be complying with their audience at all, resulting in unjustified bans, cases of repeated offenders continuously joining the game, and so on and so forth. Talking to Ivory has really opened my eyes in regards to what stress and inequality Jambassadors face in comparison to average jammers. Therefore, in my personal opinion, I do believe that the idea of the ambassadors is required to ensure AnimalJam and AnimalJam Classic especially are able to bring new players in-game and help both these games thrive for as long as they can before they have to inevitably shut down. But considering the lack of effort and content brought to AnimalJam Classic in particular, it really feels like a losing game picking new Jambassadors, as from what I've gathered, a majority of individuals who applied as a Jambassador are none other than AnimalJam Classic players. For me, applying to be Jambassador is this opportunity to fulfill my dreams that I had when I was a kid, okay? Like, personally, I feel like this is why a ton of other people applied, as they have the same connection as I do with Jambassadors. When Jambassadors were introduced as a kid, I just wanted to be in their shoes. But back then, I admit I was a little selfish, okay? It was more so in regards to the fame and all the cool gifts that I get and all the Jambassadors I would know. But now, I am 18 years old, guys, okay? And it's genuinely because I love the AnimalJam community. I really, really do. And the audience I have grown for myself is just absolutely amazing. So if you're watching this right now, like, thank you. With the way that AnimalJam is going, if the only reason you apply to be Jambassador is for some sort of quote-unquote fame, I assure you the times have changed. And AnimalJam is currently no longer at its peak, so if you don't genuinely enjoy the game and the community, I urge you to leave. I've personally held back on this topic for a while, as I personally know a ton of the Jambassadors and respect and love them all, but I just thought this was interesting to talk about. Unfortunately, a majority of the Jambassadors are currently extremely inactive. I mean, I haven't even heard of some of them until recently. And of course, being 18 myself, I completely understand that life happens and sometimes you just need to take time for you. But should there be a point of inactivity where the position of being a Jambassador is taken away from them? Personally, I believe after a long time period of not promoting any of WildWorks games or even showing any interest in their future projects, the position of Jambassador should be taken away from them. And I don't mean this rudely, guys, but I feel AnimalJam really hasn't reinforced their ambassadors to keep doing their jobs. And some of these individuals have broken the rules repeatedly and gotten practically a slap on the wrist. That's where a lot of people feel like the hierarchy of the title comes in. As of course, I'm a firm believer that people make mistakes, and even I myself at 13 years old scammed and even sold items on AnimalJam. But I can see the frustration of people who got banned for smaller offenses that aren't even harmful to the game or anyone else, in comparison to these people who have done all these things over and over and just gotten away with it. This is my opinion after talking to so many people, including current day Jambassador Ivory, okay? So hear me out. So this isn't some outrageous opinion I had one day, but something I've had time to like settle in and truly think about and actually discuss with others. At this point, I feel the Jambassador position is the only thing implemented to keep individuals to stay intrigued in AnimalJam. After the post was made, many people quickly ran to the post and praised it, but as time brewed for these new Jambassadors to be chosen, a ton of people just left as it didn't suit their convenience. As I stated before, a majority of those who applied were AnimalJam Classic players, and with nothing else to stay in-game for aside from potentially receiving this position, there's realistically no reason to stay, especially when a ton of people already feel like this game is toxic. I make AnimalJam content because from the bottom of my heart, I enjoy it. I'm so lucky to have the community I have built, and I truly hope that from this point forward, we can have more educated thoughts and opinions in regards to a WildWorks system, and not just make everything sunshine and rainbows. We've all known that there was a huge lack of updates for AnimalJam Classic, but there's so much more that hasn't been addressed that we've barely even scratched the surface. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if so, show your support by leaving a like, comment, or subscribing. I would absolutely love to hear your opinion below, okay? Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and or night, and I hope to see you guys next time. Stay hydrated, okay? It's very important. Okay, bye guys!